Imagine swallowing a watermelon seed, and weeks later, feeling something move inside you. Sounds impossible, right? But a man once walked into a hospital with chest pain, and doctors discovered a tree growing inside his lung. Not metaphorically, literally. And that's where things get disturbing, because the human body might be far more vulnerable to invading plant life than anyone wants to admit. One wrong swallow, one tiny seed, and suddenly the line between human and greenhouse starts to blur. So what would actually happen if seeds could grow inside your stomach? Would you slowly turn into a walking garden? Or would your body become the perfect prison for something trying to escape? Here's the terrifying part. Seeds already know how to survive impossible conditions. They've been frozen for thousands of years and still manage to grow. Some can survive droughts, floods, even fires. So if evolution pushed them just a little further, could they survive you? At first, you wouldn't notice anything. You eat a slice of watermelon, accidentally swallow a seed. Nothing unusual. But hours later, your stomach starts cramping. Not normal pain, a deep twisting pressure. Because inside your stomach, a microscopic battle has begun. Your stomach acid is brutal. Hydrochloric acid strong enough to dissolve food, destroy bacteria, and even damage your own organs if your body didn't constantly protect itself with mucus. Normally, a seed wouldn't stand a chance. But in this nightmare scenario, the seed adapts. And this is where it gets weird. Instead of dying, the acid breaks down the seed's outer shell. That protective coating dissolves just enough for water to seep inside. The seed swells, softens, activates. It begins to wake up. Now your body becomes the perfect incubator. Warmth? Check. Moisture? Check. Nutrients? Unlimited. The seed moves from the stomach into the small intestine, and that's when things change. Because the small intestine is dark, wet, and packed with nutrients your body desperately needs to survive. Proteins, sugars, minerals, and now something else is feeding on them too. Tiny roots begin attaching themselves to the intestinal lining like hooks. You feel bloated, sick, exhausted. Doctors think it's food poisoning, but they're wrong. Something is growing. And that's not even the craziest part. Because the plant wouldn't just survive inside you. It would evolve around you. The roots would spread deeper, stealing nutrients before your body could absorb them. Your muscles weaken. Your skin pales. Your energy crashes. Meanwhile, the plant keeps growing. Centimeter by centimeter. Leaf by leaf. Your body is no longer in control. And then the first sprout appears. At first, nobody understands what they're seeing. A tiny green shoot pushing upward inside the intestine. Impossible. Doctors stare at scans in disbelief. Because plants aren't supposed to grow inside humans. But this one is. And what happens next changes everything. The sprout keeps climbing. Your organs begin shifting under the pressure. Sharp pain tears through your abdomen every time the stem expands. Eating becomes torture because every nutrient you consume now feeds two living things. You and the plant. And here's the strange part. The plant starts adapting specifically to human biology. Its roots avoid major arteries. Its stem bends around organs instead of piercing them immediately. Almost like it's learning how to keep its host alive. Not out of kindness. Out of survival. Because a dead body means a dead plant. That's when scientists realize something horrifying. This isn't just parasitic. It's becoming symbiotic. The plant feeds off your nutrients, but it also begins producing oxygen-rich compounds and sugars your bloodstream can absorb. Your body starts depending on it. Now removing the plant could kill you. And suddenly the world changes overnight. Fruit aisles disappear. Seedless produce becomes more expensive than gold. Parents panic over apple slices in school lunches. Restaurants ban seeded fruits completely. Airports scan luggage for sunflower seeds like illegal weapons. But that's not even the biggest problem. Because not all seeds are harmless. Some plants contain toxic chemicals designed to kill predators. Apple seeds contain cyanogenic compounds that release cyanide. Castor beans contain ricin, one of the deadliest toxins on Earth. Imagine those plants growing directly inside the human body. Entire hospitals would overflow with people carrying poisonous forests beneath their skin. And this is where it gets truly terrifying. Some people would choose it willingly. Athletes might grow stimulant-producing plants for performance boosts. Survivalists could engineer edible crops inside their own bodies. Black markets would emerge for designer seeds, promising strength, intelligence, or longer life. Human bodies become living soil. But evolution never stops. Over generations, scientists would begin creating engineered seeds specifically designed for humans. Smaller roots, faster growth, less pain. At first it sounds revolutionary. No more farming. No more food shortages. Humans literally growing food inside themselves. But every solution creates a bigger problem. Because plants all want one thing: sunlight. And eventually, the growth inside you would start searching for it. Stems pressing upward through the chest. Branches forcing against ribs. Roots tightening around organs. Your body slowly reshaping itself into something unrecognizable. Half human, half greenhouse. And then, the first flower blooms. Imagine looking down at your own body and seeing petals emerging beneath your skin. Bright colors spreading through veins like cracks in glass. People would stop recognizing themselves. But here's the most disturbing part. The plant might not want to leave. Because by now, it has everything it needs. Warmth, water, nutrients, protection. You are no longer the host. You are the habitat. And the moment the flower blooms, reproduction begins. Fruit starts forming inside the body. Heavy, swollen, painful. Every movement feels like knives twisting through your organs. Your heartbeat struggles against vines tightening around your lungs. Doctors can't remove it safely anymore. Cutting the roots could tear apart your intestines. Removing the stem could trigger massive internal bleeding. The plant has woven itself into you completely. And that's when society faces the ultimate nightmare. What if the plants start spreading on purpose? Because plants already manipulate animals in nature. Fruits become sweet and colorful, so creatures will eat them and spread seeds elsewhere. Now imagine a plant evolved to manipulate humans from the inside, changing brain chemistry, triggering cravings, forcing people to consume and spread more seeds. Civilization itself could become part of the plant's reproductive cycle. And this is where the entire story flips upside down. Maybe humans wouldn't be invaded by plants. Maybe humans would merge with them. Scientists might eventually embrace the transformation. Human-plant hybrids capable of producing food, filtering toxins, surviving extreme climates. No farms, no hunger, no pollution. A new species designed to survive a dying Earth. At first, it sounds like evolution. Until you realize what's being sacrificed. Your body, your independence, your humanity. Because the more the plant integrates with you, the less you remains. Your thoughts blur. Your instincts change. Sunlight suddenly feels addictive. Soil smells comforting. Hunger disappears, replaced by the need for water and light. You stop acting human. You start acting rooted. And then one terrifying question appears. If a plant can grow inside a human, could humans simply become another type of soil? Luckily, in reality, your stomach is far too hostile for seeds to survive long enough to grow. Despite rare cases of plants sprouting in lungs after seeds entered the wrong tube, the stomach destroys them before they ever get the chance. But after hearing all this, the next time you accidentally swallow a seed, you'll probably think about it for a second longer than usual. And maybe that tiny moment of hesitation is the strangest part of all.